just where will Rebirth end? Because when it came to Remake, everyone knew exactly where the game was going to stop. We were all told heading into it would last until the party departed for Midgar. Sure, there were plenty of differences along the way in terms of the Whispers and Avalanche's expanded role, but overall, everything kinda led us to a similar point as in the original, at least until the final chapter or so, because now the Whispers have been defeated, paving the way for entirely different story events to occur in the much anticipated sequel. Our party of Cloud and company will still visit all the same places they did in the original, but not necessarily in that same order, or with the same plan they had in the OG game. So here are the 3 likeliest locations that I feel Rebirth could end on. The first ending point is perhaps the most obvious. I'm sure it has crossed your mind at some point. The game could end with Aerith's death in the City of the Ancients, or perhaps someone else's, if they decide to shake things up a bit. Maybe Sephiroth moves his blade a few inches and decides to execute someone else. Maybe he feels simply kidnapping Aerith is the smarter play this time around. Or maybe Cloud manages to stop Sephiroth from killing anyone, but then he himself is taken over, forced to fight against his friends. Cloud is the final boss, perhaps, because we can't have Sephiroth as the last boss in every game in the trilogy. But either way, City of the Ancients seems like an excellent place for Rebirth to end, because if the party makes it that far, we are almost guaranteed something extraordinarily bad is going to happen. Whether it be to Aerith, Cloud, or someone we're not even expecting. It'll pave the way for the ultimate cliffhanger ending. And if we're talking cliffhanger endings, what about the final scene of Rebirth taking place in the Northern Crater, where Cloud is supposed to give the black materia to Sephiroth? Whether or not he actually goes through with it this time remains to be seen, but this location sets the stage for Sephiroth's Grand Awakening, while also being the place the weapons emerge from before they begin their continental rampage. So, if we're looking for a likely ending scene, any one of these plot points, the black materia making its way to Sephiroth, Sephiroth's true revival in the Northern Crater, or the start of the weapon's destruction. All 3 would make for a rather dramatic finale, and while I'm pretty sure events won't play out the same way as before, our party's travels will take us to this location at some point, and the end result is not likely to be a happy one. The last place Rebirth could end can only happen if the party decides to take a proactive approach to changing the timeline. At some point throughout the game, I expect the party to purposely take a different route in the fight against Jenova and Sephiroth. A different route than they did in the original. With Aerith and Red 13 remembering events from the original timeline, there will come a certain point where the party consciously makes a different decision to get a different outcome. For example, what if the party realizes that getting the black materia early, or even at all, is a mistake that will allow Sephiroth to summon Meteor? So what if Cloud and company decide not to retrieve the materia at all? Or, better yet, find some way to destroy it and the temple that houses it before Sephiroth can even get his hands on it. Since our party knows Sephiroth has the intention to summon Meteor, it's not that far-fetched to think they can try and outsmart him, using knowledge from the OG timeline to change events for the better this time around. Who knows whether they'll be successful, but at some point, they actively have to try and do things differently, or Aerith and the planet will simply meet the same fate as before. So ultimately, where do you think Rebirth will end? Somewhere around the City of the Ancients? The Northern Crater? Or do you think the party takes a proactive approach even sooner, doing something Sephiroth wouldn't anticipate, like the destruction of the black materia? Either way, I really want to hear your thoughts, your theories. So just leave a comment down below, feel free to hit like or subscribe for more Rebirth-related content. My name is Kafie, and I truly hope you have a great day, every day. May your heart be your guiding key, my friends, and as always, happy gaming.